when did you fall in love with like women in hip hop?
And that song that you just heard was Bing Bong, Blake Yana featuring Sexy Red. And this is your pick. How did you find out about this song?
Yeah, I think I had heard this song from like TikTok, I want to say.
Oh, okay.
And
of course.
yeah, like I was yeah, of course. But it had hit my my YouTube like homepage, and I
Okay.
saw that it had a feature from Sexy Red. I was like, oh,
Duh.
automatic.
You said
Yeah,
duh.
like-
Like, are you kidding me?
So that's how I found the song.
I really
But,
like
yeah.
the part. I really like the part where Sexy Red says, "My niggas don't talk because I punch them in their mouth" or something. Like that. And I'm like, I bet she's not lying. Like,
I
I
know.
really believe she be punching niggas in the mouth if they
Have
need
you
it.
seen those what is it called, the Funny Marco reels? Like she did an interview with Funny Marco,
Did she?
and
I
like
gotta find it now.
it's so
Mhm.
funny. Like he's just like, two of her baby daddies call, and he was like, so one of them calls, and she's like, I'm on an interview, I'll call you back. Another one calls, and it's they're in the same prison. So he's like, you have two men who are in the same prison? Do they know about each other? He's like, that's really none of your business. Like,
She's right though. Niggas don't worry about what I'm doing. Okay.
yeah,
That's so crazy. Why are both of her baby daddies in prison?
exactly. Exactly.
Concerned.
No, she's hilarious though. She's
Oh
hilarious.
my god.
But
Hi
yeah.
everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Where My Girls At. I've had like a really probably a terrible week. But today I smoked some weed and I feel very good.
That just changed the trajectory of your day completely.
It really did, because when I tell you like so much happened this week. I got a cold and I got fired, and
Oh,
then
no.
it's fine. And then I didn't get this gig that I got a call back for that I was really excited about. I didn't book it, and so there was just like disappointment after disappointment after disappointment
Yeah.
this week. But it's cool.
It's like you have to say that after all of that
What
stuff.
the
You're
fuck
like,
can you do?
but it's cool though.
Bitch, I'm here. I'm vibing. What do you mean? Like into shit else.
It was just so casual. It was just so casual.
I know.
Wait, continue. But
I
you
wanna
feel so much
tell
better.
you- I want to tell you because I've gone to a couple of concerts. Since
Yeah.
then. I went to Ken the Man concert,
Ooh.
and then I went to the Gunna concert, which randomly, like I was just telling you, had Flo Milli open up for him. First of all, I want to talk about the Ken the Man concert. Sold out. Like the room, obviously, was a very small, intimate space.
Yeah.
Packed wall
Nice.
to wall with people. And
Nice.
let me tell you something that just, first of all, she had two openers. One of them was 504 Icy Girl. She did I'd never heard of her either. Did a phenomenal job. Then there was a second opener who had like 9 songs, and I thought she didn't need half of them, and I really didn't remember her name. She wasn't memorable. 504 Icy Girl, I really fucked with her performance. I really fucked with her energy. She's from New Orleans, and she brought her nigga up on stage, and they just dropped the collab tape. And she was like, she mentioned something about Beyonce. She's like, and this is our Crazy in Love. I don't know. She said something like that. But
this is our Crazy in Love song. I'm weak.
I don't know. It was some shit like that. Then, but what I wanted before Ken came out, I get there and I was high. But I am just surveying the room, and I don't think I have ever seen that many fat people in one room at a concert.
What?
Like I was shocked by the fan base.
Interesting.
Like, there are so many fat Black women here. And
Really?
Ken even said it when she got on the stage. She was like, damn, y'all thick as here. And I was like, okay, because I thought it was just me who noticed that. Like, obviously, I'm a fat black woman, and I love her music.
Right.
I was like, damn, fat bitches really fuck with Ken the Man.
Is that like a theme?
I was shocked. I could not believe how many there were. They were just, and then there were more and more and more.
That's so interesting.
That's what I was saying. I was so shook by it. The point is, I had a great night, even though there was almost a fight. Because, you know, in those kind of venues, you get people be ready to fight. Okay.
Yeah, it's like somebody didn't say excuse me. And,
oh my god.
Yeah.
They want to fight over every fucking thing, girl. But Ken came out on stage. Killed it.
Yeah, what was your favorite songs that she performed?
She brought people up on stage to perform Feeling Sexy. And they knew it word for word. I would have gone up there, but I was so high I could not move. I was so proud of her because she was so emotional about it. She was like, y'all, I'm so emotional. Like, y'all gonna make me cry, because everybody was cheering for her.
Aww.
And doing all that stuff. That being said, I think she needs work on her stage presence.
Really? Okay, was there any choreography?
There was no choreography. It was like a little, like, every now and then she would do a little dip. There were really no transitions between the song. It was just like, oh, DJ, play that next
I was
thing.
like, was the DJ good?
The DJs were phenomenal. And the DJ that was on for 504 Icy Girl, I have to find out her name, because that bitch had that place. And 504 Icy Girl was the first person to go on. Mm-hmm. But her DJ, I have to find her name. She had that bitch going up. Like, and the DJ was also a fat black woman. And like, but was like, I mean, gorgeous, stunning. And I was like, she's beautiful and talented. Like, she just has it all. But that's beside the point. Ken's DJ was really great. Ken's DJ, I think, is like somebody that works with her a lot. The point is she did such a good job. However, I think she did a great job for that size venue. And I don't think that she was selling to the back of the house, you know? Like, her performance was very contained. And I feel like she wants to, obviously, of course, you want bigger venues, you want to move on to bigger spaces. She has work to do.
Yeah. There's art. There's definitely an art of being able to, like, engage with everybody in the room. So yeah, I'm sure that, like, you know, as she continues to have more and more success, she'll figure out, maybe she'll get a Tiana Taylor to come in and get her. Hold on 1 second.
I just ordered Postmates. It's here. Hold on. I love the Ken the Man concert. However, it was amazing. I saw Gunna. That was yesterday. Why am I saying when was that? That was literally last night. I saw Man, I mean, he is back with the vengeance. Like,
I see.
He had something to prove. No backing track. I mean, rapping shit word for word, not breathless. It was very, like, I'm like, put up or shut up. Like, that nigga had something to say, and he said it. And
I love that.
And the whole it wasn't a stadium. It was like I don't even want to call it an arena, because it was smaller than an arena. I think this place probably seats like less than 10,000. Sold out, packed. Everybody, of course, knows word for word. Has a live band on stage.
Oh,
has fucking the coolest stage design I think I've seen for a rapper in a long time. And I mean, like, he's up there in Rick Owens, like, I mean, fly as fuck, but man, that nigga was rapping for his life. Like, he was up there. I just could not believe. He had me, like, mouth agape, open. Like, it was almost 2 hours straight rapping. He didn't play none of them niggas' verses.
I saw that he had a free Jeffrey sign, though, right?
Except for Young Thugs. He did play Young Thugs' verses, which he should, but fuck the rest of them niggas. You know what? He did do too much talking, though. It wasn't too much talking to the audience, interacting with us. He said, "I'm here to work."
Yeah,
I'm here to work. And you know what? Phenomenal.
Okay. But I would like to see him.
I think you should. I really think that was a concert that I was going into it and I was like, you know, maybe. But it was worth the money. and I don't regret it
Nice.
one bit. What pissed me off though was number one, I did not know Flo Milli was opening. The people behind me were like, imagine being the opener and nobody knows who you are.
Imagine you not knowing who the opener is.
I whipped my head around so fucking fast and gave them the stankiest face. Like, don't ever. The crowd was not hype enough for her. Now, us up on the third, cheap seats balcony, baby, we were going up for
Crazy.
her. But then she said, "Oh my God, guys, they're cutting my set short." I don't know why they cut her set short. Then who comes out after her? DDG.
You think?
I'm gonna say that again. DDG. They cut Flo Milli's set short for DDG.
I only know like one or two songs from him.
I have never heard a song from this man in my life. Had zero stage presence. I feel like there was that one song that everybody knows, "I'm Geekin'."
Yeah, I'm Geekin', yeah. The one with Bia.
Yeah, I know. And that's the only reason I listened to the song.
Yeah.
The point is, he brought a child out on the stage. And I said, it's a school night. It's almost 9:30 p.m. I call it CPS. Because why is this baby out on stage singing these explicit ass lyrics? Where's Hallie?
I was about to say, yo, do you think she's pregnant?
Come on, you know she's pregnant. Why are we doing this? Come on. But
I
let her
don't
say
know.
it. Come on. Let her say it though. You know what I mean?
I really don't. I'm really trying to hold out. I'm really holding out.
Come on, Brianna. Come on. Let's be serious. Okay, what is your turn? What's up with you?
All right, yeah. So this past week, I was in Orlando for work for a work conference, and I got to connect with like people who are in the same industry as me, like see some cool conversations.
That's
but
so cool.
yeah,
Did you like it?
It was like all right. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the speakers could have came a little bit harder. I think
what about Orlando? Have you visited before?
I've been as a kid, but I don't know. I was telling my parents this. I was like, I don't know if I need to go back. It is moist there.
It's moist as hell.
It's moist. It rains literally. It rained literally every single day that I was there, and I know that's normal. But I don't know. It was just like nothing really special. I mean, I know Disney's there, but I didn't go to Disney. But I don't know. I don't really feel like I need to go back to Orlando. I will go back to like Miami or like Fort Lauderdale, but like I do need to go to Orlando.
Absolutely,
that's for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've been good. I've been listening to a lot of good music recently, so I'm excited for us to get into it.
Well, let's jump right into it and let's talk about the fucking VMAs. Let me thank the stars in heaven that the writer's strike has ended and that the have gone back to work.
Yeah, no, really.
Because we don't
ever
it's been almost like 6 months.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
We don't ever need another award show with no writers. And so postpone that shit. It's not that fucking serious. Obviously, this whole thing was rigged. Taylor Swift went home with every award. But let me ask you this. Name one Taylor Swift video you've ever seen. Don't worry, I'll wait.
I don't know, but the way that I didn't realize how much influence she has until this year, really.
Me either. Like, I knew she was a big deal, but
yeah.
But that's the same thing I found out about Harry Styles last year. I said, I did not know people loved him like that. Like,
yeah,
baby, they was going up for him. The point is, the whole thing was rigged. The whole fucking thing was rigged, except for Ice Spice.
Except for Ice Spice. That video of her was like, her breath was stank.
You know Taylor's breath stank. However, one thing about Taylor Swift, she gonna have a good time. You know who else had a good time? Nicki Minaj.
She definitely did.
She had a great time, and she was not being messy.
No, she was very diplomatic.
And I appreciate that. Like, have some decorum so you can keep this job, because we don't know what's next for you. So you might need this.
Yo.
You might need this. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about the performances. What did you think of the Bongos performance?
I mean, they always eat. Like, I mean, Cardi is a great performer.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I mean, you know how I felt about the song. Like, song's not
Yeah.
great, but
Yeah,
like, I
yeah.
enjoyed the visuals.
I love the performance. Obviously, Meg's gonna eat every time. She be hitting that choreography.
She do.
Cardi do what she do. She do
Mhm.
she do as much as them that ass allows her to. But I hated like her backing track was so loud and her mic was so low, and I really hated that because I feel like she wanted to eat so badly, but her and Meg just have such, I think, magnetic energy on stage. I really loved it.
Me too.
Can we talk about do you want to talk about, I want to talk about, save this for last. Let's talk about Callie.
Oh, Callie.
Callie's performance.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she said, I got 15 seconds. I don't need a second more. I don't need a second more. I'm so proud of her.
No, she's really coming up.
I'm so fucking proud of the way that she did that and the way that she performed. Like, I mean, like, she, and just her glow up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just so proud of like the year that she's had in 2023. And I was so impressed with her like live performance. I was like, that is our girl up there doing that.
No, she's like, she's writing this song until the wheels fall off.
And
I'm gonna tell you that.
Motherfucking should, until she has another one. And I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, no. Cardi B, get to the point.
Cardi B was getting booked to do Summer Jam in 2017 when all she had was Bodak Yellow.
Bodak Yellow, yeah.
Like, come on, like let this girl have it.
Mm-hmm.
Doja Cat, I was a little bit skeptical about the tour before I saw this performance. And I said, oh, let's not forget she's one of one. in case I had a lapse in judgment, yeah, this her shit. She do this shit for real.
I hadn't seen her performance, but whatever I think about Doja Cat now recently, I keep thinking of that Drewski meme, and it was like misunderstood. Like, I'm like,
that's her vibe. That's her vibe. But I am not thinking about offstage Doja. I'm thinking about Doja in the booth. I'm thinking about Doja on the stage.
Right,
Doja
where
on
it
the
counts,
internet.
where it counts.
Thank you. I don't give a fuck about what Doja is talking about on Twitter. That doesn't concern me at all.
Not my business.
What did you think about Ice Spice's win for Best New Artist?
I think it makes sense. I mean, she has a lot of stuff going on for her. I forget who else was in the category, but I mean, yeah, I think it totally makes sense. I mean, she's been having a great run. I mean, like, she had recently just released, like, Deli, and then obviously, like, her other songs have been, like, charting well, so I think it makes sense. She's, like, the face of, like, Gen Z.
She really is, though. You know what? That's a really good way to put it. That's a really good way to put it. I had not thought about that way before, but she fucking literally is. That's a baby that was born January 2000. 1st, the year 2000, Y2K. Literally, when everybody thought the shit was gonna end, she was born, and then she's like, I'm coming to save you guys.
She was like,
years.
She was like,
okay, let's talk about the last time I saw you performance. Snooze Fest. She didn't do anything. She had this moment, you know, to like really get people on the Pink Friday 2 train. She had this moment to, you know, really show out, you know, and tell us like, what's this new era of Nicki gonna be like? And instead, she used it as another lame attempt at subbing, you know, Cardi and Meg, who had already left by that fucking point. They weren't even at the award show anymore, and it's just like, really, Nicki? Every fucking time, you know, the performance was so boring.
Well,
it could have been much more.
She did another performance too throughout the night, right?
The second performance was the hip hop, and let's talk about that. Her second performance was the hip hop 50 anniversary tribute. Yeah, and she came out, I think, right before Lil Wayne came out. She did Red Ruby the Sleeves and Itty Bitty Piggy. Wild combination to do, if you ask me. I think it
made sense in the sense of like the samples like came around the same time, right? Like, sure. Okay. You gotta have a donk, like, or she got a donk, whatever. So I think it made sense. Like, and then like the transition. But I like to see like the videos on TikTok of like the unedited versions from like the award show where everybody was like bar for bar, word for word, like
because it's itty bitty. Like, don't ever get it twisted.
Yeah.
If Nicki walked up to me right now and said $1 million bar for bar, I said, get your fucking checkbook out. I said, make it 2. You want to add another one in there from that mix? Like, come on, no. But I like the second performance. You're right.
Yeah. No.
What else from this is important?
I think
honestly,
that's
really nothing. Okay, let's move on to some good news.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about this later. Let's talk about Tia Corinne signing to Interscope Records.
Yeah, that's dope.
That is so dope, and I mean, it's so funny given what our topic is today. But I really am like so proud of her because I remember when we first like played Freaky T on the show, and this was like right before it like blew up and was so massive, and I was like, oh, I see it for this girl. You know what I mean? And then when your friend came on for our hip hop 50 episode and was like, oh no, I actually love her. Like I love her music. I love her alternative vibe. And I was like, yes, like Rico Nasty has family out here. I'm not gonna call it sons, okay?
Totally. Yeah.
Oh, we have to talk. Oh my god. We have to talk about Nicki Minaj and her jailbird husband.
Yo, this was insane. Like, what? Like, I don't even know, like, how did... I don't know the complete backstory of this. I know that, like, they were beefing. Like, was it exchanging, like, stuff online? But was there stuff before?
Let's start with the first of all. You are a registered sex offender. You're not allowed to have social media accounts. That's a law. Like, what the fuck? Why are you 50 years old incriminating yourself like this?
Wild.
Days before your son's birthday. Incriminating yourself like a dummy. What the fuck are you? It's 4 a.m. and you're on live? On Instagram Live? On somebody else's Instagram Live? Outside of somebody's hotel?
That's pretty wild.
I don't even know. How do you find such a level of loser? And they choose to become more of a fucking loser when all you have to do is be a house husband.
Yeah, house husband. I'm sure being a house husband to Nicki Minaj comes with so many perks.
Can you imagine? I swear to God, niggas will never hear another word from me.
I'm ducked off.
Ducked off, I ain't got shit to say. I ain't ever got shit to say, actually. You don't even gotta take me to no red carpet events. You're gonna go to all them Hollywood events. Baby, I'm staying right here. This central air. This magic is, I ain't never slept on nothing like this. Are you kidding me? But this nigga wanna be a gangster and now is back on house arrest.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Pretty wild that you would put yourself in a position like that.
Play stupid games. Stupid fucking practice. Okay, so Taylor Swift, who is coming out with an album, or is re-releasing an album, is teasing that there might be a Nicki Minaj collaboration because she did some sort of puzzles on the internet. I know nothing about this other than this.
Not on Taylor Swift's side of the world.
Can't say I am. And then I think the code word was Sagittarius, because Taylor Swift is a Sagittarius. So is Nicki Minaj. So they think there might be a collab, and there was like lots of talk about that. I think this would be good for Nicki if she did this, because it's probably going to come out the same time that she's talking about this album.
True.
And it's going to go number 1. Because those two fan bases together, it could not.
Wow.
So that's
2 black women in 1 year. Crazy.
Shut up. The first two.
That's what I'm saying.
In her career has been what? Almost 20 fucking years?
Yeah.
It would be the first two.
And
of any genre.
Listen, she's just trying to set the standard. Like, I don't know.
Any fucking but I think for Taylor Swift, it's obviously like gimmicky, like bullshit. Definitely. But for Nicki, I think it would be like I'm not gonna say major because she is Nicki Minaj. Let's not.
I think it'll probably be good for like the people who are the super bass fans. Like, I mean, I'm a super bass fan, but like, you know what I mean? Like, getting to the poppy side
again, especially if we're time traveling back to Pink Friday.
Yeah,
it makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's talk about the Lil Kim Ebony Hip Hop 50. First of all of these Hip Hop 50 tributes have been trash.
There's been so many,
but all of them are getting the same people, or it's like they're only celebrating like New York. You know what I mean? Like,
that is fair, because like I just watched one with my dad actually recently, the one that they had at Yankee Stadium,
right?
And they like started like way from the beginning, but I feel like it wasn't as inclusive, to your point, of like California rap or like Southern rap that much as well.
Midwest, or like even women. Where are the women?
Yeah,
you know.
So I think Remy Ma was the only performer I saw, and then Coil Ray.
That's crazy. And Remy, you know, has been going through it. Apparently, because they said that she cheating on Papoose.
Yeah, is that true?
It's not fucking true.
I hope not. He loves her down.
Who else would these two people be fucking? But the other nigga do look a lot like him. So I don't know, because maybe she got a type. That nigga do look like him. Like, somebody called the other guy, who's Pap. Somebody said, because you know it's flooding in New York today.
Yeah.
Somebody says it ain't stopped raining since Remy started cheating on Pap.
Oh my gosh. People are so stupid.
In a fucking way. Lil Kim, they really did her dirty.
Yeah.
I know she's like in that age range where they just like face tune Olympics. Like they be face tuning the shit. You know, I had a face tune era. So I get the appeal of it. But this is fucking crazy that somebody sent this to print. And then Kim was like, who the fuck is this? Because I did not approve that.
I feel like this is like a step above what Sims looks like. Right?
Wait, now that you say it, I feel like because Sims have gotten so realistic over the years.
It's like Sims HD, like Sims 4K.
Okay. What else? What else? Wait, I'm like, I got off the list. Oh, Megan's new partnership with Flamin' Hots. Can I say for a second? Those Flamin' Hot Doritos, they kind of go hard. Like,
really,
they give me a burning hole in my stomach, and I should not be eating that shit. They're good as fuck,
but they taste so good going down.
They taste so good going down.
Yeah,
not so much once they've digested.
Settled.
Once they settle, it's a little bit different, but it was really fucking good. Anyway, Megan has a new partnership.
It totally makes sense. Like, that's so her.
Yeah, no. It's so good. It's called Flaming Hot University. And I believe she's the official hot girl dean of admission. For Flaming Hot University. And like they're giving her a cooking show. She's starting a scholarship at her alma mater for for students. And it's incredible. But some other things that we got out of this interview is that, you know, she basically just talking about like how her and Cardi are like real friends.
Yeah.
And they love each other. And she said that they have so much music together that they could, you know, drop a collab EP, and that they may be going on tour.
No.
She didn't say like they may be going on tour. She says like it would be crazy not to if we released all this music. So I don't think that's a rumor that they're going on tour. But wouldn't it be crazy if they both went on tour?
Oh, I'm going. 100%.
I'm going to be there. I will sell my house.
100%.
I don't have a home to sell.
Oh my god.
I'll sell somebody else's house on Zillow.
Yeah.
And to get to, because that would be a great night.
Oh my gosh, I think that would be so much fun, and I feel like they would also Like, imagine if they like brought the girls from each state. You know what I mean? Like on tour.
And I feel like Cardi would do that.
Yeah,
I
that
feel
would
like
be
Cardi
cool.
would do that. Like that would be really fucking cool.
Mhm.
Da da da. Oh, Doja Count. Doja Count. Doja
Count
Cat.
Doja.
Doja Cat got her, I believe, second or third #1 single, Paint the Town Red, making her the first rapper since Nicki to go solo #1, but
Wow.
only the third rapper since last year to have a #1 record. Well, now the fourth
Wow.
because of, the Canadian. But the third female rapper to go
Yeah.
#1, with Paint the Town Red, which is
Love
again
that.
I liked.
It's a
Didn't
good
love,
song.
didn't love, but I liked.
It's a
So
good
it makes
song.
sense. And Sexy Red also got her first 2 Billboard Hot 100 entries.
You like my voice?
It turned you on.
What?
This ain't nothing but you see it in the song. But I'm so proud of her. Anyway, let's talk about new music.
New music?
I want to start with this Big Difference snippet.
Let me see.
The Nicki Minaj snippet that she posted. What were your thoughts?
I don't think I heard this. Hold on.
You didn't need to.
I thought, okay. I was like, I feel like I listened to this. What did you think?
Nicki. When are we gonna move on from this? What else is there? Girl, it was like people were, I don't know, they were gassing her over it, but it was so basic and repetitive and boring. I just think it's really beneath her, For her
That's
to
fair.
for her to be Nicki Minaj, I really thought this snippet of this song was really beneath her. Like it's like you want to hold on to the hate you have, from everything you went through in 2018, which a lot of it felt self-inflicted. But everything that you went through in 2018 so much that it's like dragging you down,
Yeah, it's like you got to get over yourself to like move on. No, I think I did hear the sample before. Yeah, it was nothing.
It was nothing,
Yeah.
Okay, what about do you want to talk about Scarlet?
Yeah, I actually did like the song. I enjoyed it.
The album? Wait, which one are you talking about?
Oh, my bad. I was looking at Scarlet. That's why.
Scarlet. Yes, let's talk about Scarlet. No statement.
I did.
What did you think of it?
I did like the song. It was a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoyed it. It was like kind of drillish, right?
Yeah.
Like,
a little.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of drill.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, okay. But I didn't love it, but I love her voice. So I'm like definitely like Team Scarlet, like I definitely want to hear like more music in the future.
Yeah. But for Scarlet, I have not listened to the album completely. I know I am not. What does she call them? Like the pussycat or whatever? Like,
she doesn't like them to call themselves something. She says that makes her think of unemployed people. And you need to get a job if you're calling yourself like a stan. If you give yourself a name.
But yeah, I still need to listen to it. But I've been hearing good things about it. I just want to sit down and like really go through it. Yeah. But what are your initial thoughts?
Well, I definitely think it's good that this dropped like in the fall and not like during the summer. I really liked it. I was like, this is different. But like, I think it's so interesting because like, I just like feel like this reminded me that, she isn't a class all her own when it comes to this rapping shit. Like, she's trying new everything, new flows, new beats, new producers, new things. Like, and the thing is like with Doja Cat, everything she tries, she nails it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think this album is a little different than the last two, and I like totally get
on purpose. Yeah,
you're not. Yeah, absolutely. And I totally get you're not being able to finish it all in one sitting because it does feel a lot slower and longer, even though it's like kind of I think shorter than these other two albums, and it's not even an hour long. This album, but
yeah, it's 17 songs.
But that feels intentional. That it's slower and it feels longer. I don't think that the singles did like the greatest job of like laying out what the album was gonna sound like. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. She's experimenting. I love that she's experimenting with so many new things. And I really think it feels like we're watching her grow as an artist. And she's not afraid to let us see her
Yeah.
going through those growing pains, you know?
Yeah.
So I did like it. That being said, it was too long.
Is it what you expected? I was gonna say like
it's not what I
mm,
it's not what I expected. Because I do think some of the songs are repetitive, and it did feel like a complete 180 from her last album, and not 100% in the greatest ways. But
yeah.
I feel like there's no structure, no theme, or order to this project, which, like, knowing Doja, like, sure, that could be intentional.
Right.
But I do think it was a good album. I think overall, like, I give it a 7 out of 10. I definitely will be returning to it. Let me see which songs like I downloaded.
Like standouts, yeah.
Let me see. I downloaded What You Mean Freestyle, Skull and Bones, Can't Wait, Ouchies, and Fuck the Girls. Those are the songs that I downloaded from the album.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll have to give it some more attention.
Take your time. Like, see how you feel about it.
Yeah. There's what else do we have here? We have Lola Brooks. I did not like that song.
Yeah.
It felt silly.
And you know what? It's like, Lola Brooke, I want to like you. I want to love you. I want to love that you're paying homage to Foxy Brown, because, like, somebody needs to, and all that. But I didn't.
This was not it.
Bryson Tiller's not my fave either.
Really?
Nah, I feel like he's aight. He's aight.
Whatever. What's the name of that album? Whatever Don't Song.
Don't. Is that the name of the album? I don't.
Is it?
Know.
Is it called Don't?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Anyway, that album will always have a special place in my heart. Trap Soul, that's what it's called. Trap Soul.
Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds like much more
Trap
real.
Don't.
No,
but
I'm sure it would be called Don't.
No, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
but that Trap Soul is definitely a great album. I do like that. But the Maya the Dawn song, I did like. I think she's doing a great job of like doing 90s beats and bringing them back. And I just love her voice on like these beats. I don't know, she's fun. But
let's move on to our main topic, guys. Today we're talking about labels and contracts. So, like, I posted like 2 YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And one of them was like 360 record deals in music explained, because there was that whole time where people were like really talking about like, oh, you're in a 360 deal, blah blah blah, and it was like as being said as an insult. So basically, what I learned about a 360 deal is like it's a contract that allowed the record labels to get a percentage of everything the artist does, and not just from the music they make, because there are lower cuts for music sales, because as we know, nobody makes money from streaming anymore. And, but labels, still give promotional and development opportunities, but it also sort of makes labels managers. And the labels sometimes end up making more money than the artist does in this situation. Right. And then I watched another video about Megan's, lawsuit and her record deal. She is in, or was in, a 360 deal with 15.
It sounds like currently is.
Yeah, I don't think she's like out of this yet.
Oh no.
She's in a 360 deal with 1501, who signed a distribution deal to 300 Entertainment, and she signed a Rock Nation for management. But what the contract is saying is that, 1501 wants all of her money. Like, she's had to get temporary restraining orders against them to release music multiple times. They want to trap her. They're refusing to license her music to TV shows or refusing to release music. And they haven't paid her 1 cent in royalties from any of her music.
Can you believe that? Like, I watched that video.
Her hostage.
I was watching I watched the video as well, and I was like, this is just so damning.
It's fucked up, right?
Yeah, like, I can't believe that. I mean, like, she even explains this, how it's like, it's not like she didn't have like a lawyer present like during this time, but it's just like so wild that they literally have control of every single piece, every move that she makes. They're getting a percentage of. And she's been fighting this for what, years.
And it's like, even though they don't support any of the moves that she makes, they're still then making money, because I went to their Instagram and they were promoting bongos. I said, now
No.
you played no parts in that. Like
Yeah.
you know that but now Carl Crawford, the CEO of 1501, Megan's label, has changed his tune. He says, I don't want to play games anymore. You know, Megan will always have a home at 15. Nigga, fuck you.
No, like the fuck.
Nigga, fuck you. But you know, there's
Yeah.
been lots of rumors that Megan is taking meetings with a lot of major record labels like Columbia, Sony, and like Warner Brothers to like get a real record deal. You know?
I hope so, because like it's insane, because like something that the video had broken down
Mhm.
is that like they had reached a Meg and her team along with 1501 had come to an agreement that it's like, okay, she has 2 albums like under her belt that she needs to release.
Yes.
And what constitutes an album is that like I think they defined it as like a certain amount of like hours or whatever.
Minutes, right?
Or minutes, yeah. And so like that's when she dropped something for the hotties,
right?
And then the last album, which was Traumazine,
yes,
all within like what they decided what an album is.
Yeah.
And then they went back on their word and they were like, oh, these aren't really albums
don't count
per se.
As albums.
They're mixtapes.
You can't get out of your recording contract, even though they had admitted wrongdoing by when they went back and renegotiated her contract with Rock Nation and settled because they had fucked her over. You know?
Yeah.
And you're still not paying her any fucking royalties. And
Right.
you're still, that's like, and you still want to make money off of her, but you don't want to support her. And that brings me to the question of how the fuck do artists make any money? Because these motherfuckers are getting like 50 cents of every dollar.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, because I'm like,
kidding?
she has her hands in so many places too.
Yeah.
And I'm just like legit, how is she making money?
Yeah, I don't fucking get it.
I have no idea. This is what TLC was talking about.
Yeah, no, literally, because it's like you have to pay 1501, then you have to pay 300 Entertainment, then you have to pay Rock Nation, you have to pay your own lawyers and accountants, you have to pay your own glam team, you have to pay for travel, all this stuff. What? How much money are these people making? That I don't know.
I feel like I'd be so pissed if I was her, because it's like, I'm sure she's doing the numbers in her head.
And it's like,
oh, I should be worth this much.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I should have this much more money, but they're fucking me up. Like, ooh. And then there's taxes on top of that. So the IRS got to get their shit first. So you don't play with them motherfuckers, okay?
Yeah.
I saw this football player yesterday, professional football player, show us a pay stub. And his net pay was $393,000 for the game. What he got was $198,000.
Wow.
So they took almost $200,000 out of his
Taxes are wild.
Taxes are so fucking crazy. So then my thing is, moving into what I feel has become is so common. With all we know about like labels and these major labels that are fucking them over, that are like really finger fucking all of their money, is it worth it to sign to an artist label? Because it's like, now you got to pay them and then pay another person, and then they got to pay another person, and then they got to pay another person, and then with an artist owned label, do you even get the same kind of promotion and like development and A&R like opportunities? Like, what is the difference between an artist-owned label and what they have, and what someone like Warner Brothers or Republic can offer? You know, what do you think about that?
I'm sure it's more connections, right?
Of course.
More established relationships. I think a good example though to think of like an artist-owned is like what's his name? Was it Yo Gotti?
Yeah.
Yo Gotti
CMG?
with like CMG with like Glorilla. So I mean, like, I think she's a good example of like, it seems like he's taking her interest at heart and like is being able to promote her music, has put her in positions for her to be able to thrive. She's also a star on her own,
right?
But I don't know. I feel like with larger record labels, it's the possibly the efficiency, the connections, and relationships that have been established over time.
I definitely agree with all of that. Like, I think there's, I feel like when you're signing to another artist, there's a lot of it to me that feels like it's for show. for like the vanity of like being able to do this. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that.
So I don't know if I so much, because I think about major artist-owned labels, and there were like, there's like Young Money,
I was
like
about to say
Young
like
Money,
Young
Cash
Money,
Money,
Terror Squad.
like there are lots of, I think there are good examples of it, like Young Money, Cash Money, TDE at one point in time. But then there's like uh OVO. Like what OVO artists are you like? What, I feel like all that happens at OVO is like Drake pays, like, cause
Yeah, they'd be making money. They'd be making music for Drake.
like which OVO artist are you listening to? You know what I mean?
What is it, like Party Next? I feel like Party Next Door is the
Party
only
Next
person I know.
Door, sure, maybe, but like any other ones, I feel like it's like 10, 12 niggas signed to that label.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if it's like worth it to sign to an artist's own label.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure either. I think maybe like in the past, it's like kind of like allegiance in some ways, kind of like what you were saying of just like, oh, like I'm able to, like, I think the perfect example with like Young Money of like being able to be signed to Lil Wayne, like that's a huge honor.
Yeah, no. Honor.
But I don't know if it holds the same weight as it does today per se.
I definitely don't.
I don't know.
Definitely don't think so.
Mm.
Okay, tell me then, who do you think is a female rapper whose career changed after signing to a major artist or a record label in recent years? And who do you think would benefit from being signed to one?
I feel like Ice Spice is signed to a major label, right?
I don't know. Is she?
Who is she signed to? Who is Spice signed to? Yeah, she's signed to Capitol Records.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I think she's someone who's been able to reap the benefits of being a part of like a major label. I'm thinking, who would I think would benefit the most from it? I feel like a Flo Milli would benefit the most from a major label backing her, because like I think about how creative she is, and like you know what I mean. Like her last couple of projects, I think like they're all kind of distinct in their own, and I think she was able to have someone. She was able to have the support of a major label to help push her brand a little bit further. I think that would be one.
Yeah, that's one that would be. Yeah. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a big one, I think, that would really benefit from being signed to a major label.
Because, like, I don't know, I think people would be, like, also like, oh, she's kind of quirky, but she's cute and fun, and, like, I don't know. I think she would definitely find her place.
Yeah, I agree. I think she would definitely, no, that's the one I was thinking. And I think as far as, like, female rappers whose careers I think changed after signing, Doechii definitely comes to mind. You know, she signed to TDE, which is like a very famous like own label. Not by artists, but by like, you know, it's an indie label. Even though they have like distribution. I mean, like they're connected with a lot of people. But when she signed to TDE, I feel like her career really did like skyrocket. You know, like she's still growing and has a lot of growing to do. But I think like people, like she's in the game now, you know? Like she's in the race because of that. So I think that's definitely one of them. But the thing is there aren't many who are being signed to like artist owned labels or major record labels, even though I kind of feel like female rap is like the wave now. You know what I mean?
Totally.
And I feel like there's a lot of missed opportunities by not investing in these women.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think there's definitely a missed opportunity to be able to be a part of like, I feel like the rising or the changing of the tide of hip hop right now. 100%. I think it would put you at a you would be disenfranchised by not having multiple female rappers on your roster right now.
Absolutely.
Another person who came to mind though, Lotto. When Lotto got signed, she got signed to RCA Records.
Oh yeah,
which is considered a major label. And I think about, like, we talked about this, I think, at kind of like the top of the year, end of last year, is just like she needed somebody to help her with her rebrand.
Yes.
And be able to get pushed onto like more highly visible opportunities, like late night shows.
Yes.
And like more and different performances.
Yes.
So I think she's also somebody who's benefited from being able to be a part of a large label.
Absolutely. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Should we do music Rex now?
Yeah. Do you have one?
I do have one. I'm revisiting this song because of seeing Flo Milli live last night. And she performed Fruit Loop for the audience, and I was like, this song is so cute. Like I really like was like, oh my god, like I really love this song, and she is so fun and cute and clever. So my music Rex this week is Fruit Loop by Flo Milli.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm trying to think. I think my recommendation this week is going to be this song. I think it's gonna be Big Dog, which is a feature Sexy Red did on Moneybagg Yo song that he just released.
Okay, I love it. I love Moneybagg Yo, number one. He's for the girls.
He is for the girls.
He really is, okay. Like, he's a bad bitch himself. He knows bad bitches.
He knows.
He gets bad bitches. I love that. Well, if you made it all the way to the end of this episode, thank you so much for listening. And we will see you guys. Bye.
Yes.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Where My Girl's At, brought to you by Textured Air, a brand dedicated to celebrating Black girl culture, past, present, and future. If you liked what you heard, please subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. It really helps. You can find us on Twitter at WhereMyGirlsAt2 and Instagram, WhereMyGirlsAt_TH. Make sure you check out our other podcasts, Does It Hold Up?, The Blacklist, and all the other content we offer on our website, texturedair.com. Until next time.